Hey everybody, let's take a look at section 4.3. This one's kind of confusing because you got to combine a rectangle with two half circles, which make the whole circle. Your question here says we want to know what the distance around the inside of the track. Well, one distance that we know, it says right here that the rectangle is 84.39 meters long. So I have 84.39 and I have two of those lengths. All right. And when I do that, that gives me about 168.78 meters. Okay. Well, now I have two half circles, and we know that if we want to find the circumference of those two half circles, that is the diameter times pi. Okay, so I want to know what that diameter is, and it's all the way across 73 meters. So when I do that one, I have 73 times pi, and that's going to be approximately 229.22. Now, since I have two half circles, I can put those two half circles together to make one circle, so I don't have to divide this in half. So to get my final answer here, I have to add 178 plus the 229.22. Okay. Now, when I do that, that gives me a total distance around this park of 398 meters. Okay. So we had to find the length of each side. So that's right here. We got these two links right here. Then I have to put these two half circles together to find the distance around that, which is the circumference. And there's the circumference formula. Now, on the second question, we have something a little different. Okay. Now, the length is actually going to stay the same. So I'm going to leave that work there. Okay. But since we are now looking at the outside, that changes the distance of our diameter. It's no longer 73, but from here to here is still the same distance as from here to here. So it tells us that this little part right here has to be added to each of those. So I have 73 plus, and I'm going to put this in parentheses even though I don't have to, 9.76 times 2. Okay, so that gives me a new diameter, and that diameter is 92.52, and I have to multiply that times pi. So I have 92.52 times pi, and that's going to give me 290 and a half, about approximately. Okay, now remember, we have to add these two together, and when I add those two together, I get a final answer of the outside distance is 200. Let me get this right. It is 459.3 meters. And there's our final answer for number 2. Remember that this distance here has to be added here and here for a new diameter.